Hello everybody, it's Barry here. Hope you are well wherever you are in the world. Welcome to our kitchen, and today we're trying out this thing. This is the Brownie maker, which looks a lot like one of them toasty machines. I haven't even checked, but it probably does have the green red light combination on it. It was £12. Mrs. B knows me so well now, she's like, yeah, you're just going to want to use this in a video. Stuck it in my office the other day, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's cool. I will try that out. So apparently this thing, heat and eat, compact and easy to use. It is basically makes the perfect brownies every time. Now, brownies in our house, there's a recipe that Mrs. B and I enjoy making. What we're going to do, we're going to compare it. We love brownies here. We're going to make the generic recipe that they've got on the side. We're then going to make the awesome brownies that we love in the oven, but then also use that batter, if this even works, and put it in here as well and compare them all together. One, to see if you can get brownies from this, because to be honest, that's actually pretty darn cool. Yeah, you could take it camping or something. Imagine that. You haven't got an oven, but you're like, yeah, as long as you've got an electrical outlet or a cigarette lighter port, ooh. Yeah, your camping would go up an extra notch. So let's get this out of the box and go to Brownie Town. Oh, look, it's got a security seal. And in fact, it's a true story. If you lift this flap, listen. I've got to say, the box is, oh my gosh, that's wedged in. I have to use my strong hand. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, why? No, oh my, I could like literally pull that out of the machine. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm gonna have to cut that open. First time ever opening a box, and that includes my life outside of making videos on the internet. Oh my gosh, that felt so good to just let that get out of there. Polystyrene, Princess Leia. So I guess that's like a little clip to hold it in place, yeah. Oh, it's like, ow. It's like a baby's toy. These are like just oversized ice cube tray size. All right, so I had a little look through the instructions. One of the things that stands out is to not use it outside, so the camping dream is kind of shattered, I'm afraid. I mean, I'm not saying don't do it, but... And a red light has appeared. There's nothing really visual to see, no, but that factory odor smell, oh yeah, that's pretty potent right now. It's ready to go. Let's get on with these ingredients ready and make said brownie. First step, put the butter and chocolate pieces in a heat-proof bowl and stand over a pan of hot water until melted, stirring occasionally. Or you could do this. 30-second blast, stirry, melted butter, chocolate. Nice. I've got a bit of chocolate on my instructions, but you do need to stir it in between. It's actually about 90 seconds in total. Now this is a much different recipe to the one that we do, to the extent when it says beat the eggs, this is all we do. This is some light brown sugar. Makes you realise how naughty brownies are though. So we stir that through until the sugar is dissolved. There's some self-raising flour. I'm not using that in ours. We use plain flour, but hey ho, with salt in, straight into that chocolate mix, and fold. We try and do this as little as possible to keep as much as air in as we can. I feel like these are going to be more stodgy ones. But hey, you're not going to turn down a brownie, are you? A brownie is, you know, it's a good thing. So here are our beaten eggs, boom. And we just fold this through. Now I've got a little bit of milk to one side, because once this is incorporated, we were trying to get a dripping consistency, whatever that is. I'm sure when I see it in a minute, I'll be like, oh yes, that's a dripping consistency, but right now this looks very weird. Oh my gosh. I mean, that's a dripping consistency, isn't it? So I've got some milk left over. I felt like a cat for a minute. Now I've got a little bit of oil here, and on the instructions it does say to just lightly grease the tin, and apparently we fill this 2/3 of the way up. In other news, I just broke my spatula. Yeah, that is a dripping consistency, because I just dripped some more on my work surface. Now that is probably about a tablespoon size there, allowing that 2/3 height, perhaps with the self-raising flour, it should expand all the way up. But spoiler alert, I have got a lot of that left over. Carefully unclasp the safety lock and lift the cover by the handle. Pour your brownie mixture 2/3 of the way up. Yep, done that. Oh, crikey. That's amazing. Close the lid. Baking the brownies will take approximately 10 to 15 minutes. At 10 minutes, carefully lift the lid up and check the brownies by sticking a stick in the mixture. That's right, I'm just gonna go to my local woods, get a stick off a tree, and stab it in my brownies. I think a bamboo skewer will be fine. So let's give it 10 minutes. I'll clean this mess up and I'll go get myself a stick from the forests.
Several bad puns later.
The smell I'm getting, of course the factory smell has banished, but I'm getting, rather than like a freshly baked smell, I'm getting like a hot batter. I can't explain it. I've not peeked yet. Got my skewer ready. Ooh. That is naughty. And one thing I forgot to say is this hinge is perfectly at 90 degrees. Normally you get a little bit more so it falls back. Even with the slightest nudge, look, that is one downside to it. But it's risen. This flat plate has kept the brownies, well, flat, but it's stopped them rising up and at the same time cooked them. Oh my gosh. Let's come out clean. Let's get them out. I'm just being a little bit extra cautious using oven gloves, but that will be... that is hot. Look at them. Slightly, would you say burnt? I don't know, on the camera they look more burnt than, or charred on the top. To me they look like good colour, but these two at the front, maybe catching the light a little bit. Yeah. It's still a little warm. In fact, very warm. I feel like I should do this like meetup one day on the beach in my hometown in the summer, obviously. And we just do this like big sandcastle, like making meetup or something like that. Oh my gosh, that's symmetrical. Wow. That is so cool. I'm actually really impressed by that. We'll let this cool down, but I think I will do later on another batch with chocolate chunks in just to see if that works, because why not? I've got some left over. Let's take a bite then. Do you know what? If I was at a village fete, a fair, a cake sale, and someone said, there's a brownie, and it's like, okay, or bought them from a shop in a multi-pack, that's a brownie. Yeah, it would pass as a brownie. I mean, it's much more, it's solid and firm like a chocolate cake. I'm really surprised. I was kind of hoping and praying I'm just a slight gooey middle, you know? But I've got enough of that batter mixture left that I can make some more with actual chocolate pieces in it. But before I do that, I'm gonna make some of the brownies that we normally do. This is how we do it, and then we'll try some of that in this. So to make gooey brownies the way we like it, we start off pretty much the same steps by getting some butter and some good quality dark chocolate into a bowl, and again blasting that in a microwave on 30-second blast. As we found out today, 90 seconds does that till nice and smooth. For this recipe, you don't really sort of use self-raising flour, you're like driving air into it, and the eggs play a key part to that. What you want to do is get your sugar and your eggs into a big old bowl, whiz that up with an electric whisk for a good 5 minutes. And as you do that, you'll notice that first of all, the sugar integrates, but then it should end up being nice and thick and creamy. Put the electric whisk away now, you don't want to do it, it's all about a spatula now. Still got my trusty one, as you'll see now. By the time those eggs have whisked and thickened, the chocolate would have cooled, which is fine to now add in there with the mixture, folding it with your spatula. Now as you go, it won't feel like much is happening, then it'll get a little chocolatey, a little bit light, then it'll get darker, and you'll see there's more and more streaks until you keep going and you end up with this gorgeous dark chocolate infused lake. And I just knocked my hand on the spatula, not sure if you heard that. That was the spatula I was using actually. My other one's broken. So we're not using self-raising flour or baking flour wherever you are in the world, we're just using standard plain flour with cocoa powder in the same sieve together, tapping that onto that mixture and again folding through, but only until just incorporated. Now we can push in the chocolate chunks, so I've got a mixture of white and milk here, push that in and just incorporate it in, add it into a prepared tin and bake it in the oven. Now that's what I'm doing right now until it's all nice and papery and crunchy on the top and it comes away at the sides. It's not really a timing thing, but they should be super gooey. The good thing is I've got a little bit left that we can actually put in the machine with chocolate chunks in it. And it's interesting, this other one that we made with the mix is almost like cooked itself whilst I've just left it to one side. So we'll add some chocolate chunks in with that to see if that works too. Let's bake them up and get them in the toaster machine. I am going to add some chocolate chunks into their recipe. I mean, it doesn't tell me not to do this, so you could say I'm being a bit of a whisk taker. And just, oh my gosh, that's so stiff to try and incorporate that together. I'm going to have to loosen that up. That has dried out. But I'm hoping having the chocolate in the centre might give it a little bit of gooiness, because it was quite a stodgy mix. So what we'll do, oh, it does look a lot glossier with the milk in. Freshly oiled tray. Now in the other half here, we're going to use the brownie mix that I've got in the oven, our preferred one, which normally takes 25 minutes in the oven. This took 10. And just see what that does. All right, here we go. In it goes. And you gotta watch yourself on those little shelves. Down it goes.
Eventually.
All right, it's been 10 minutes. Smells good. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, so these ones are definitely done. Oh my gosh. I think I can get those out. I will. In fact, I'll do it now. You see, look. These are the ones that are in the tin. Look at that cracked, papery surface coming away from the edges. I mean, this is kind of stayed to the edge. It looks more gooey than this one. Obviously, this is related to the one from the machine. It's just with the chocolate chunks in. I don't know what's going to happen here. I mean, these have got to cool. Let's just get these out a minute. Like, will they be fudgy? Because we can see that, you know, pretty dry. But if I break into this one, oh, it's dry, but can you see that little chocolate puddle there? Oh, we have actually helped it because the melted chocolate in there has given it some gooiness. The rest of it, unfortunately, is still quite cakey. So to me, it's not really a brownie. But what about my gooey ones that are in the oven, which we'll try in a moment? Oh, that's better. Can you see that slightly gooey filling in the middle? Oh my gosh, that is amazing. I need to contact the creators of this and give them the recipe that I've used, because that has actually worked. Look, a sort of fudgy, gooey centre with melted chocolate. Oh, I am so glad I did that, because it's like, oh yeah, everyone will just grab the box and do the recipe on there. But we've proved that if you upgrade the recipe, it can actually upgrade the machine itself. So my initial reaction was like, yeah, it's kind of like stodgy muffins. That actually makes brownies. Stonking. Yes. Oh. But if I just show you, can you see that? How you got that sort of fudgy centre, almost not battery, but like cake-like and squishy. It's a little bit more moist, you know? Gorgeous. So good. Just a real hint of the gooiness and kind of melts in your mouth. But I have to be honest, the little version of the ones that we did in the maker kind of achieved that. So I'm going to say that this thing, yes, this £12 brownie maker does get my seal of approval. The only thing, the worst thing about it is that rubbish hinge. But yeah, it's bloomin' stonking. See you next time.
I'm a raw meat rapper, baby, ain't signed to no label, but I'm spreading out these lyrics like topping on a bagel. Cooking is the shizzle, so don't you get stressed, just get a hot pan and some chicken breast.
Oh, so good. Oh, see that papery crust? I mean, that's the only way I can describe it. It is, look, it's like paper. It's falling off. Compare that with that original recipe. Yeah, I mean, that's just a cake. But hey, these did it. So that's going to be my new best friend.